You're watching the lazeezee review show, brought to you by lazeezee. You are watching the Sweetie Girl production. It's like that. Snap, snap. So hello out there in YouTube land. Yes, girl, yes. I'm wearing my honk honk if you love life t-shirt. It's really like a t-shirt, but I have sleeves. But whatever. I wanted to say, guess what? Guess what? It's my birthday. Today is my birthday. My birthday. Holla back because it's my birthday. My birthday. And you know what? You could do like and subscribe. You know how I do. I like to get real. No, I'm just kidding. I don't, look, actually, I don't get high. Because I know a lot of you always have that question. Does lazeezee get high? Does she smoke the pot? Now, let me tell you something. Marijuana was put on the earth, ta-da, for medicinal purposes. You know, to write, create, you know, heal you, whatever. I don't smoke and I haven't smoked. I smoked some and took an edible last year when I was in Puerto Rico and boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm not against it. I think they should legalize it and all that shit because God put it on here for you, not for recreational though. That's how, you know, you open the doorways to all kinds of bad frequency, negative frequency and shit when you do that. Yes, I believe that. I do. But I digress because this is not about that. It's not about weed. You know, it's not about smoking, not about drugs. This is about, because weed is not a drug. It's medicine. It's a herb. But I just want to put that out there. This right here is about us. Like, I just wanted to say, guess what? It's my birthday. And I wanted to share that with you because, you know what? I'm big girl now. I'm 45. I told you because a lot of you wondered my age. And there you go. You know, and I think I'm doing good. I'm wearing my good, you know, expensive lipstick today. And I'm about to go out and do some photography. And I don't know, a lot of you don't know what I'm into, but I'm into photography. I make jewelry. I do a lot of things. I paint, you know, I make hair accessories. And I'm like an artist, right? I'm not like an artist. I am an artist. Honey is an artisan. He's really, really good at what he does. He does jewelry making and everything else, you know, furniture making, repurposing, blah, 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 whatever. But it's not about that. It's about my birthday. So today we're talking about not Puerto Rico. And don't get mad at me because I know you're going to throw rocks at the screen. And like I said in my last video, you break it. You're going to break your screen. So don't get mad at me, throw rocks at the screen because I'm here to talk about my birthday. And also I wanted to talk about, you know, my interests and certain things that I'm into. Like photography. So that's about what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go to the streets and photograph things, life, you know. I love architecture and all kinds of things, and photographing the Bronx is really cool. And also photographing the moon. I have this really wonderful camera, a telescopic lens, and it's just awesome stuff. And it's like really good to have an interest, you know. So I wanted to put that out there, but I also wanted to talk about a real quick subject because Puerto Rico is a little deep, and I'm gonna have to get into that when it's not my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Today I want to talk about something really quickly that's really irking the fucking shit out of me. I know it's my birthday. I shouldn't be negative, but I want to know what's your thoughts and your take on the subject of slashers on the train. Somebody videotaped a guy walking through the train recently with a knife in his hand. He's walking back and forth. And I really want to know what my YouTubers have to say about that. Like, if you're living in New York, what do you think about that? Some people was like, well, there ain't nothing wrong with him. Maybe he needs to defend himself. And I'm like, really? You really need to defend yourself when you walk around with a knife? Let me tell you something. In the 80s, right? When we was young, in the 90s, the 80s, whatever, you could not show your weapon. Little 13-year-old girls they carried real weapons like you carried. You were strapped. I knew many young girls who were strapped. I mean, like with a piece, you know what I'm saying, in your purse, in your book bag, and that was a normal thing. Young boys had guns in their book bag. Everybody had a gun, and then us, a lot of my friends and me, we didn't want to carry that kind of weapons, even though some of us did. Some of my dearest friends did. But, and then my weapon of choice, my favorite, I'll tell you now because years have passed, was a chain. I love the chain because you could crack a skull real good with that. You could break kneecaps and everything with it. But I know it's violence. But these streets were so bad, okay? And another weapon of choice was, you know, box cutter. Because it was really good to, you know, whip it out. But let me tell you something. You was on the train with group home kids and bad-ass kids. And I'm not saying all you group home kids are bad. But in my time, y'all was bad. Because y'all was treated so bad by the system. I mean, they were torturing them in those group homes. And they was out there in the streets, in the drones. And they was Spofford. It was another really bad place for juvenile delinquents. And, you know, these kind of kids, they were all over the place. And there was no real policing. Police was for real no show. They were no show. They weren't killing black kids like crazy in the street either. Not really. because they were not even there. So you really took care of yourself. I mean, you could literally smoke pot on a train. That's how bad it was. But one thing that stood up in my memory, and I know this is scary to some of you because I know that you like, it's your birthday, don't talk about this sad, crazy shit, but I have to talk about it because it's about the slashings that are going on today. It's relevant to that. And one thing us kids never did was show off our weapons. Now, recently I saw some chicken McNugget on the corner of where I live, popping shit, talking mad shit. He busted out a box cutter. He's like, nah, I'ma cuss somebody. Nah, fuck that. Da da da. This motherfucker. Blah blah like that. Sorry, but this is what happened. And I'm walking down the street with somebody close to me that's young, and they're like, oh my god, that's scary. I said, that's not scary. He's a punk bitch. That's what I told her. And she was like, for real, no, because I look so scary. And I said, man, when I was young, he would have got bum rushed and his ass beat to shit. Okay, you could get killed actually for showing your weapon because it was a punk bitch move. I know this is so scary to you, but I have to tell you where I'm from. I'm from the boogie down Bronx where the shit was real. That's it. And you could not show your weapons. And I don't care if you was 12 or 25 or 45. You just didn't show your weapons. So when I saw this man in the video walking, showing his knife, walking up and down, to me, he was a terrorist. To me, he was terrorizing passengers. And check this out. They're all sitting there in the video like fucking city ducks waiting to get sliced the fuck up and nobody did shit. Now, how is it that this is a city, this is New York City, and you're a man, you're men. Man the fuck up. Get off your lazy ass, of your duck ass with your feathers, and go up there, take off your coat, and you do it, and you blanket party him, you wrap it around his arm, and you disarm him. Women, you could do that too. Women, yeah, you could do that too. If you're on the train and there's a bunch of y'all, and you see a guy with a knife, he's walking around terrorizing people, you just do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You jump into action. You know what was another, this is scary. I'm gonna scare you. You know what another little weapon of choice was? Can of hairspray and a lighter. Yup, that was a flame on. Yeah, you could burn a whole bunch of people. I know, don't listen to me, but listen to me. I'm just saying, like, this is not for you to go around terrorizing people. This is for you to defend yourself. Like we defended ourselves. Me and my closest friends and family, young girls, we was walking the streets. Some of us had these huge hunting knives. I know you scared. You like, this is bad. This is dangerous. But these streets are weak today. They're not as bad as they were. But you still have psychotic lunatics walking the street, slicing, stabbing people like that. White dude that he went around on a rampage, slicing and burning people when he went off, and the cops didn't do shit. Look, the cops like shot at him, but didn't really shoot at him. Like just really disarmed him, and he threw a substance on him, and they didn't do shit. Because we all know that if he was black or if he was Hispanic or dark skinned or anything non-white, what the cops would have did to him. You tell me. Well, I'll tell you, they would have pumped enough holes in him to turn him into a Swiss cheese. Yes, they would have Swiss cheesed his ass, and you know it. Shit, let's just keep it real. If he was jaywalking, they would have shot him 45 times if he was not white. That's how the cops roll today, you know what I'm saying? But since he was a white guy, they just stop. And they managed not to kill him. That's crazy. But anyways, I'll tell you that big long story just to tell you this. He was insane. So I'm thinking that there's like a negative frequency or demons or whatever were unleashed on the planet. I'm just saying, it just makes sense to me because people are slicing people and they're not even in a gang. It's not even an initiation. It's just, zombie slice somebody. Let me just do that. And everybody's sitting there and they see somebody with a knife. Clearly, he's not in distress. Clearly, nobody did shit to him. He's just walking around with a knife. You already out there in New York City, right? You out there in the city in these trains, in the transit, right? And you know that they're after innocent victims. You see somebody with a knife, run and go tell the police. Tell him, listen, there's somebody on the train terrorizing the train. You got a knife. Do something about it. You take out your camera. You videotape the conversation. You videotape what you're seeing. Know what I'm saying? If you scared, if you want to be a little punk about it, because if you by yourself, alright, get it. But if you with your friends, disarm him. And if you don't know what to do, learn what to do. Learn combat. You know what I'm saying? Learn the art of fighting back. You know what I'm saying? Because your body, like I say, is your temple is also a weapon. Everything on you is a weapon. I was trained by a sensei when I was a little kid. Yeah, I was. So was my honey. He would wind up being trained by the same sensei I was trained by. And it's not something we talk about. But it was kismet to me because I was like, oh shit, you know my sensei. Because I was mad years ago. He would be trained years later. But he still knew him. And when my sensei saw him, they knew each other. And I was like, this is it. I'm going to marry that guy. Because of that. Because to me, it's so important that you was trained, or if you wasn't formally trained when you was younger, you train yourself now or something, or learn some type of self-defense. Because if somebody is on the train with a knife, what the fuck are you going to do? You're gonna sit there and be like, there was another local on the train, and some big black lady, she defended him, because I saw this on Facebook, where she defends him, offends this other woman holding her baby. She defends her from him, and she was praying like the blood of Christ or whatever. And the local was like, that girl didn't get hurt because of that big black woman. But guess what? That local man that was terrorizing that lady and her baby for no apparent reason goes off and hurts somebody later. But when the newscasters or whatever, the interviews asked her, would you have done that knowing what he did later? Would you have still defended that lady? You know what she says? Yes, I would have. She is an American hero. Right. This is my wish for you. What I want is that you be safe when you are in the street. Like my grandma goes, please. Yeah, please. I want you to be safe. But more than anything, be a hero, not a worm. Don't go out there and be a martyr, but be a hero for your city. You know, if you see something going down, don't stand back and watch and do shit. Don't stand back and watch and let them slice you up and turn into a penny. When he's cutting you, you just lay there like a penny. You have to get up and you have to fight back. Fight back with everything you got. Even in the wild, you grab any little animal and he's fighting to the death, because he is in his zen. He is already perfect by God. We are weak. We need to learn. We need to wake up. That's all I'm saying. And don't let these devils that are interfering with these humans that are walking around and trying to slice people for no reason because they're totally and utterly insane. Don't let them intimidate you. You see them on the train, you say something, you stop it. You stop that from happening. And you certainly don't sit there like this in the same car. And if you're so scared and you don't know what to do, get the fuck out of that car immediately and run. If a maniac is talking to you and he's like, yo, let me see your baby, let me, just go run. Don't answer him, don't look at him, don't talk to him, none of that. Because crazy people, that's what triggers them. That you talk to them back, that you looked at them, that you eye contact with them. This is real. This is the way they are. This is psychology. Like, you can look this shit up yourself. You don't want to trigger a nut, so don't look at them, because something in the eyes snaps them. Guys, I actually got a couple of quick stories like that where I was with friends and they looked at a nut and the nut just went for them, like, and then we had to all stop it, and it's because they was triggered by the eyes. So we all knew you don't really want to associate, like, talk. Don't be just like, what you looking at, staring at, or locals like, yeah, he's talking to himself, he's bugging. Kindness is something, but sometimes people are far gone. And the best thing you could do is pray for them over there. Like, just don't be in the vicinity of a crazy person. Just know when to jet. That's where you go. You go peel and jet and out. True story, when I was young, we had a word for it. It was called fleece, peel, and release. It meant to fucking jet. It meant to run. Like, you had to know when to jet and live to fight another day. So that's basically all I'm going to give you today. Is my birthday. I'm going to go outside, take some pictures, and just enjoy the rest of the day. And you enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for sharing my birthday with me. And like I always say, click like, don't forget, rate, comment, subscribe. And thanks for watching my show. Okay, yeah. Bye.